Good morning. Day 13. Oof. Okay. All right. We are on. Good morning, girl. We are on day 13. Day 13, honey. Day 13 of 15 pounds in 30 days. Okay. I did show up in my slippers this morning before I had to go correct myself. So I now do have on my sneakers. But I'm here, okay? And I'm happy that you showed up, girl, for you, okay? Girl, I was like, "Bitch, oh my God." Well, I guess 2 days in a row with no shoes, slippers is an upgrade, you know? Okay. Because I normally, you know what I normally do? I make my water at night. I put my ice and everything so I'm not making all that noise. I do it at night and then I put it in my refrigerator up here in my room. So I didn't do that last night, so I had to go down there and get the ice and all of that. So that's why I had on my damn slippers because I normally don't even go down there in the morning, until after we're done all this. But anywho, we're here. We are here, and I'm so glad to see you. And I really believe that our double walking is going to really help us. Now, I will tell you something that I was supposed to do and I haven't been doing it, but I'm sure if I would just do it, everything would just fall into place so well. So that damn faja is still laying there, washed and hanging. I need to be wearing that. And I don't know if you have a really good one, but here's the thing that's so crazy. Girl, I thought I had invented something. I had the faja on and then I put my corset over top of it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes. And I had did that for like a week. When I tell you, oh my God, how I was looking and not doing anything. I just had that on. And I was like, yes, girl. But then, yeah, we need to, right? We need to do that. We're at least showing up doing this, which is activity. We can at least, that doesn't take nothing but for us to put it on. And I mean, come on, as soon as I get off here, I go straight into the shower. I need to just put it on then. Like it's there. Put the damn thing on. It's not that hard, So I probably need to at least, matter of fact, I'm probably going to make me a note and put it on the mirror. And it's going to say, fa ha, dumbass. Put it on, okay, or somewhere in the bathroom, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, we doing this, okay, because without a note for me, even though it's right there, anywho, what I was saying is I thought that I created something like a new invention. I was like, that what, baby waist gonna be all wet ways. Then I saw a girl on the internet. Do you know they sell it like that? She had a faja with the extra piece that go over top. With the zipper. I was like, what? Huh. But I was like, you don't need to buy another damn thing. That's what I told myself, only because I was like, you ain't wearing the first one. Before you go over there clicking on, you need to buy this too. Because if you see how many waist trainers I have, it's ridiculous. Like, it is ridiculous. Everything they came out with over the years, I'm like, oh yeah, I need that one. And that's when I would start putting on 2, 3 of them. And in addition, I'm really thinking next week, I was trying to process it in my mind. I have to start getting back in my sauna. That's another thing. I need to start getting back in that sauna. So I got to make time to do that. So I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe I'll do my sauna after our night walks, but then I'm not so sure, I don't know. But I got to figure it out because truth be told, when I get in that sauna, baby, the only thing I got left in me is to take a shower because it makes me so sleepy. Like, I be so relaxed, probably because I be putting all them oils in there. I need to be doing that. I really do. Because I think that's going to also help with all, I know it will, the allergies and whatever else is going on. But yeah, so that's that. All right. Oh, Lordy. Okay, so we are 5 minutes in. I came to put in that work. Okay, it's only Wednesday, girl, so we ain't got to be too crazy. That's me talking to myself. Okay, we still got to get through the week, honey. Okay, and you still got a double day. Okay, anywho, but yeah, we're doing good. We're gonna continue to do good. We're gonna drink our water. We're gonna check the mailbox because I know that damn thing should be there by now. It really should. That was too many days. Ooh, dang it, it's Wednesday. And I was just at the post office yesterday. Damn it, I didn't send that. I didn't send that boy. You know, right now I have a troop that's in basic. And I've been trying to send him these little cards. I said at least twice a week. So it's okay. It's still it's only Wednesday. So if I do it today and then I send another one by the end of the week, that'll be too good enough. Okay. These little girls, some little encouragement cards. You know, these kids, these poor babies today. Okay. Right. I was like, so that way when they do the mail call, your name will be able to be called. Because that's the worst. Like, seriously, even I don't know if, if I would think it's not just a boy or a girl thing, but girl, it's so sad when you sitting in that because they call everybody in the bay room and everybody's sitting down. And girl, some people be having stacks on stacks. But why did one girl, her people was sending her bills? I was like, what kind of crazy shit is that? Like, how's she gonna pay it? Why would you be sending a bill to somebody in basic trade? Like, okay, well, I'm gonna take care of this. Yeah, most of her mail was bills. And I was like, whoa, okay, that's very crazy. But either way, um, yeah, it just is not a good feeling. And some of the people the entire time, they never got one piece of mail, not a one piece of mail, which was so sad because even I'm not writing this boy no damn love letter. Okay. I just send him the little encouragement cards. I just write like a card and I just write one statement. Hey girl, good morning. And then I just put the little encouragement cards in there and you got to peel the card open and then it'll say something to you, girl. Well, I just sent them during this week. Look, since I'm behind. But anywho, yeah, whatever. So it is Wednesday. Now let's go ahead because we want to get moving back. I know y'all don't even come here for me no more. Y'all just want to hear the story, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm super okay with that. Okay, so I did tell Ricky. I said, well, esteemed husband. He clearly been listening to the story too. So we just want to let you know you got somebody else who is listening as well and pretending that they not. Because when I left out of here, out of the closet and went out into my room, he wasn't there. But I could see that he must have just got up. Like for real. Like I was like, okay, so now, okay, whatever. So he was saying, well, what? What he said. He said, so what did he say about it? I said, well, he didn't say nothing. He just was asking her, what was she listening to? I said, the same way you started when you asked me what I was. Oh, you sound like you were here listening to some erotica. But obviously, I told you, but he knows the story. So, okay. Obviously, we are collectively listening to erotica. Okay. So he did, but no, he did say this. Oh, did she sleep with him yet? That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's what he said. And I said, no, she did not. He said, oh, for wow. And I'm saying to myself, you must have heard. You know what I mean? I'm answering, but I'm knowing he had to be listening. And I know it sounded like that. And I said, no. I said, although it seemed like they pretty close, but he said, but what? She ain't trying to do it. Oh, I know he can't be the one now. I said, yeah, he's trying to not. He said, oh, I didn't even get to answer. He said, oh, he don't want her to be feeling like, she made a mistake. I said, yeah. Hey girl, hey, good morning. We hope that look at us getting new friends. Okay, so Pinky, welcome. Aaliyah and Tanisha. Over here we got real names, okay, but They over here. So you already know these people because they be hanging out with you in the other group. Okay. So these is both posh peoples. Okay. Just like the posh walking group. Okay. So bargain by Pinky. Okay, girl. I know where everybody. Okay. So Aaliyah, you in Florida. And then we got Delaware. But you in South Carolina or North Carolina? I know you in one of them. My memory is not all the way. Well, my memory never gonna. But I know you. That's where you. I thought anyway. You supposed to be in the Carolinas, and then I'm in Virginia. So that's all over the straight in a line. At least we all in the East Coast time, so that makes it easier. But anywho, we hope that you are doing your cardio. As you see, I'm walking, but I'm currently walking a little slow. And so but I'm about to pick it up. Obviously, if you found us over here, that means that you must have heard yesterday. But I didn't see you yesterday, but I was hey girl and everybody because everybody was popping in. But I'm glad you showed up. What I wanted to say is I didn't know if you heard me tell you about the story that we're listening to, because we're getting ready to go ahead and pop over to listening to our book, because that's what we've been doing. Okay, it started off, we're on day 13 as just walking and talking, but of course I want to be able to talk, like hear from y'all, and we can't do that the way this is set up. Okay, but that's why we started listening to a book too. Okay, so we have a book club. Welcome. We don't yet have a book club name. We're going to work on it. And then also, while it is only us in here for now, okay, I know it was one. Okay, while it's just us, I am going to get you all's, I need your divided attention. I need your opinion. Okay, so, I said that I'm going to go over on TikTok and do like a live panel and have a chat group. I'm supposed to start that today. I don't even know what time I'm supposed to be starting it. I'm gonna need to come up with a real time and be very consistent, because people going, once we get over there, everybody gonna show up, and you can't just be popping in and popping out. Okay, so but I'm gonna need you guys to join whenever. If you want to, you can come on the panel and you can talk. And people don't have to necessarily see you, because you have to undo your camera. And guess what? Let me just go ahead and say, if you don't have, I think, at least 500 followers, the same way that I had to go through that over the past 2 weeks, then when you go on somebody's panel, it don't even let you show your face. You can only be heard, and it only shows your picture, because that happened to me. I was, girl, I made sure, I was like, yes, let me make sure my eyebrows is in the same family. I was trying to be halfway cute, and then I clicked it. Okay. So then I clicked it, and no, my face didn't pop up. And I was like, what the hell? Oh my God. Like, I understand I can't go live, but I thought that if I'm clicking live on somebody, anyway, girl, I'm still trying to learn all the rules and everything. So today's topic is supposed to be, today's Wednesday. Oh, it's about the men having their own Valentine's Day. That's what it's supposed to be about. And then Thursday is supposed to be Galentine's Day, where we're celebrating ourselves. And then lastly, Friday is supposed to be the real Valentine's Day, and discussing, sis, if you have not seen this man for 364 days, but now you're getting the WYD text message, we need to put out a missing persons report. Okay, no boo, no, because I had to have a conversation with my own husband last night, because he asked me, he's like, oh, you know what, maybe I can take you and Olivia out on Thursday, because Friday is going to be very busy. And I said, oh, so we get side bitch day, you taking us out for the side bitch day? I don't know about that, if I'm going to be available. I don't know if I'm going to be available for that, because when we're out, that's probably all we're going to be seeing. But I'll think about it. Okay. But here's the thing, to be honest. I don't know if y'all on the same vibe, but like right now, you already hear how I'm sounding. And this probably happened from going down to the damn VA clinic because people was coughing and everything. And I had on my mask. But it's so much stuff going around. I would rather be in the house. That's just me. Like, can we just order the food to go? And even still, I feel like I need to get home and spray it with Lysol and put it back in the oven to kill the rest of the germs off because somebody done coughed on it before they put this lid on here and trapped the germs in this lid. That's really how my mind has been set up. So I'm not sure what he want to do. Oh, so you can't come. Okay, well, you know what, girl? You going to support us from a distance because that's the only thing that I had. I thought about that too. I said, oh, shoot, for the people who never had TikTok, you're not going to be able to come because you now cannot get TikTok if you go into your app store. Remember? Yeah. So you can't even get it. You would have already had to have it. And the funny part is most people are like, bitch, you had TikTok? I started that TikTok for the business and just was not using it. So I wasn't doing nothing. Just like I have accounts, but I ain't using it because I don't even know how to really use it. But that's the story of my life. I just jump on over on things. Just like this walk and talk, I had the great idea. Yes, we're going to be going live from the phone. And yes, we're going to be. And then I got over here and was like, oh, no, we not. Because it said you got to have 50 subscribers. Oh, okay. Guess, is there another way? That's why we on the laptop, if you wanted to know the history of the show. So me and my ambitious ass who always likes to jump out here and do things and don't know the rules. No different from me coming on Posh and did not even know how to sell nothing. But I figured it out. That's the thing, I will learn. I learn. Okay, so I'm hoping by the end of this week, we should have at least 50 people over here so I could be on my phone and I don't have to walk with my neck twisted like this. Oh, okay. Although, let me tell you, because there's another person in this group who can relate. Like people been asking you about your butterfly gland all your life. Is your thyroid okay? Because your eyes. And when I was down at the clinic, okay. I'm not paying you no mind. Well, I came out of her vagina, so sometimes we look alike. Okay. Now, what I was saying, sis, because I'm talking to you. So you know how because of your eyes, people always be asking you, like, have you had your thyroid checked lately? So when the lady was asking me that the other day, but this time I was like, but I said, no, I haven't. My butterfly gland is fine. My eyes have actually been like this my entire life. And even here's the plot twist. They don't even work. I'm like on a -7 for prescription. Can't even fucking see. Just have eyes like this. Okay. But a nose like a dog, baby. I can sniff out anything. Okay. So anywho, back to that. So she said, I think that you should get it checked again since you haven't done it in so long. And then I started thinking to myself, and I was like, you know what? I have been wearing that night strap. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I meant to bring it over here, but it's like a night, girl. And it's like, girl. And then I tried taping my mouth. Do anybody need mouth tape? I bought this expensive ass mouth tape thingies. I done woke up with shit on my head, on my face, everywhere. Don't know where it is at. Because it said it's supposed to give us like, girl, look, like, yeah. So that's why I've been wearing it. And then it gets taped. When I put that thing on at night, it gets stuck on my hair. Okay. Girl. Okay, please. I am that girl. Anything that something come out, I'm going to get it. Now, most of the time, the shit will end up staying in the package. But in my brain, it's like, but we got it, though. We ain't get around to using it yet. Okay. Oh, God. Girl, that's why I tell you, I've been trying to do a lot. Now, I have this big-ass ice roller, and I've been rolling my face. And then remember that other little thing that they said that we supposed to be using? I was consistent on that for a week. That shit went back in the freezer. It been in there. I'm going to try to get my life together. And then my little jock strap that I be wearing on my head at night. I did that for like a week or two too, about 2 weeks. But the mouth tape, after about a couple of days, maybe I know. And somebody, if they was the wrong race, they would take this the wrong way. But since I'm the right race, I could say it. Do you think maybe the mouth tape is not meant for people with lips? Like maybe the one that maybe I should create one that say that this is for, just maybe that it would have worked. Yeah. Maybe it's not the right size. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm being honest. Like that could be the reason. Because if you didn't have no lips and you put that on, it's black. The one that I bought is black. And it's really not, like, they're nice. They're very thick. I'm just going to use them for Band-Aids. I'm going to put them in my car in case if I ever have any incident or anything. I think that you could use it for that. But they ain't holding these lips together. And I'm like, I know I'll be talking in my sleep. Because I would not do that. Telling my business. I do that during the day. I don't need to tell my secrets in the night. I know my mouth be shut. Now, Ricky, he be whispering in his sleep. And I be tuned all the way in with my ear. And I be whispering questions. It never works. Or I just don't understand it. Maybe he talks a different language in his sleep because I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but he be saying stuff, but I don't understand it. You know, then I get irritated and be like, what? And then I wake him up because I'm trying to be nosy. Like, what you trying to spit out? You trying to say something? And it's like, what? Anyway, enough of my shenanigans. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the story. Because, see, we already 20 minutes in, and this is the reason why I didn't get to my 3 miles. And Miss Pinky, you know that we we walked last night. So yesterday was a double. So yesterday we did 2 days. We were here in the morning and then again in the evening. And I'm thinking, I don't know, listen out for the notification. I might maybe go over to Posh again. Because people was like, girl, I can't. I got so many messages after the fact. I was over there. You didn't come. Oh, my God, I did. And I was like, and then we still got plenty of blazers. We ain't even scratched the surface. So I could go back over. But we'll see. Okay. So I don't need to give the update for the story. Oh, look at me. Look, right? Exactly. Trying to do way too much, right? Then we going to be on TikTok? Like, when we going to be on TikTok? Oh, God dang it. Okay, what time can we be on TikTok? Because that's what I was supposed to be finding out. What time do we need to be on there? In my mind, I was thinking that, look, exactly, skip right over that. This is the problem. I know we're not supposed to be like with the AI, but I need a robot. Somebody to just be like, girl, you're doing a lot. So let's get it right for you. For now, I'm going to use piece of paper. You tell us. Okay. Well, I was thinking sooner than later. Okay. But then I was like, I don't know what is a good time realistically for other people. Because although I don't have a regular schedule, but I do a lot. That's the thing. I do a lot in a day in my 24 hours. Like a lot. Okay. But I was like, you think people going to be on the other shows that I go to when I go on their forums? Girl, them people be on there at work because they be coming in there and I be like, ain't that your supervisor? You know me, I'm so nosy. I'm way in the background like, oh, you at work. I don't know. I'm not set up like that. I don't know. I guess I'm one of them. Like, I ain't trying to get them nothing to talk about. So I will be under the desk. But them people be out. Like, yeah, people walking in the back and they be talking loud as hell. Yeah, because let me tell you about the dick. And I'm like, I want to type in there, girl, where you work? Because that looked like a very inclusive place that they're going to let you sit your ass on here. It been 2 hours. I done went out, came back, and you still on here and you at work. What, 3 screens? I was like, okay, you ain't worried about people information that keep popping up on the emails? Like, yeah, it's a little much. Okay. Anyway. So I was thinking something that could be, look at me with that damn thing back there. Consistent, a consistent time, but I was thinking sooner than later. So in my brain, I was like, what about a 9 o'clock? But then I was like, maybe that don't work. Should we say 10 o'clock? Like 10 o'clock, normally people are where they need to be, or no? I don't know. Then I was like, well, what? I don't know. It needs to be for now, no more than an hour. Okay. Both works for me. Okay. 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 So maybe today we'll try 10, because then that's 10 to 11. Because in my brain, I'm thinking, it ain't shit for me to click off one thing and go right on to something else. Then if I do, I just don't have no notification on the app yet. Oh, look at me. I don't know how it works. I ain't lying. I don't know. But I was thinking in my mind, I'm trying to make room for if I have a show, or maybe I should go in the middle of the hour. Like if I go at 9:30, because if it's going to be no more than an hour, if it goes from 9:30 to 10:30, then realistically, if I was to say, okay, I'm going to go on Posh today, then I would do that around like 11:30 ish, like in the middle of lunch. So I can leave that time for that. So yeah, 9:30 seems like in my brain between 9:30 and 10 would be good. So we can start today. We're going to start with 10, but I think in my brain 9:30 ish would be better. Okay. So we'll start with 10 o'clock. This is what I'm thinking, but I do not know. Okay. So I think that at 9 o'clock, excuse me, damn it, 10, what time we say? 10 o'clock. Get it together. Okay. Not talking to you, talking to me. 10 o'clock. If you were to go on to TikTok, onto the shame is on you. And on my thing where it say like you can go to my actual page, it should be lighting up. But I think yes, you know what? Here, I think so. I think okay, if you go on there the same way on Posh, when you go on Posh, and if the person is live, it's telling you the person is live. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Also, all the people you follow, that's probably not helpful because it could be a lot of people. It does normally show you at the top. It'll tell you that these people are live. Now, some kind of way, people are able to send out comments. They send out a blast and say, such and such sent you a message. And then it sends a message and you're able to click on that message and go live. But the problem is, I don't know how to do that yet, but I would love to know how to do it. So by 10 o'clock, I'm going to get to it and find that shit out. How do you do that? How do you do that? Because that would make sense, right? If I knew how to. So, anyhow, that's how we'll do. Okay. So I'm going to try to figure out how do I send out that message. But in the meantime, I said 10. So I will be there 10 o'clock. And remember, we're going to be chatting it up. I hope that everybody's thing is going to wear. Oh my God, it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun. Even if it is just going to be a so what? Well, I'll have to make sure to have it like a very good, inviting environment. Music will be playing, not over here where we have the dead space, but of course it's silent over here because, as you know, 50 minutes ago, we should have been listening to our book. There's a difference. Now we're down to 30 minutes and that's fine. Okay. So look, I got on my night music. Oh Lord. That's my music that I go to sleep. So that ain't where we're supposed to be listening to. Let's go. There we go. Okay. All right. So are you ready? We're going to go ahead and get into the story. And remember, at 10 a.m. Eastern, we will be over on TikTok at our brand new show that we will be going over there. I would like to get up to twice a week, but I think for now, once a week is going to be more than good because that is enough. Like, girl, I can barely keep up with what I'm supposed to be doing with just girl. Okay, so 10, I'll be over there on TikTok. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to our story. And this can be a topic of discussion at some point too. We'll talk about maybe we'll get a real book group. Oh, you know what? As y'all probably like, girl, could you start the story? Okay, listen, I think that's a good idea. It just popped in my brain. We can have a virtual book club. That's a good idea. So maybe that'll be something I could do like on, I don't know, it'll probably be stupid, like Saturday mornings early. Nobody want to get up, but it'll be very much erotica stories, and we'll listen together, and then we can talk about it, because then we can actually talk. So I think that would be cool if we just listen to like maybe 30 minutes of it and then deep dive in and go from there. That would be so fun. Wouldn't you want to be in a virtual book club, girl, where you ain't even got to buy the book? Hello, that's fun. Okay, so boom. See how ideas just pop in my brain like that? Thank you, Lord. We're going to have virtual book club. The Black, I got to think about it later, what it's going to be. Okay, what it's going to be called. But it's definitely going to be a virtual book club. It's going to be so cute. I have to go get me some wallpaper with fake books to put in the background to make it look like I'm in my study. Oh, I'm probably sure I can do that on Canva. Look at me. Look. I'm pretty sure I could do a little fake background of that. No problem. I'll be all over that. All right, so let's get into the story.
Gemma fully released her hands, allowing me to do what I said I would. Take care of her. I unclasped her hands, displaying her gloriously round breasts. Scars and all, she was simply stunning. Damn. I was right. You are perfect. I whimpered, licking against one nipple before inhaling the full of her breast. Gemma noisily moaned,
all of that from
her back arching off of the stark white sheets. I continued my relentless pursuit, giving equal attention to the other breast, nibbling against her neck before planning another kiss. The greediness of her kisses and strident outcry of her moans made it apparent that she hadn't been touched or satisfied in a while. My hand navigated to her pussy, resting my thumb against her swollen bulb. She was so damn sensitive and soaking wet. Gemma hissed.
I can't.
We kissed like familiar lovers, our tongues intertwined like kindred spirits, dancing to the rhythm of our harmonious moans. I played at her clit before gliding my fingers against her sodden folds, tenderly dipping one, then two fingers into her glory. Gemma's insides were tight, soft, and saturated. Her gooey molasses warmed my fingers as I pleasingly plunged into her depth, tickling against the G-spot. Dr. Green, she sang. Shit. I pressed her to call me Zeke, but I kind of liked the sound of her calling me doctor under the intimate conditions. I chuckled, mercilessly driving my fingers in and out of her ocean. What is it going to take to get you to call me Zeke? I whispered against her lips. Gemma was hushed. She licked along the seam of my lips before biting her own, fisting the sheets, appearing to bask in the salacious thrust. Her essence contracted around my fingers. She was about to come, but I had other plans. In an instant, I removed my fingers, greedily licking to ensure I left no trace of her honeyed nectar. I swiftly transitioned my lips to be face to face with her blossoming opening. It was the prettiest pussy I'd seen. Her juices glistened against her smooth, plump, sweltering flesh. I gradually tongue-kissed along the folds of her private lips at a slow, meticulous pace. Licking, sucking, slurping, drinking more of her saccharine juices. You are so damn sweet.
Let's get him a glass.
I continued to have no mercy. Recklessness was the name of my pursuit. Gemma was at the verge of break. Loud moans, hard fist pounds against the mattress, grabbing and reaching for imaginary shit. anything that would save her. She vainly tried to escape, but my death grip on her thighs made it virtually impossible. Please, she begged. Please what, Jules? Please, Dr. Green, she whined. Tell me what you want, I demanded. Ezekiel, I want... shit. Please, she cried, bucking and gyrating against the bed, unable to complete a sentence. Please, what? I mumbled against her saturated folds. With long, slow swipes, I repeatedly licked her entire fat-ass pussy like a calf feasting on milk. If you tell me, I promise I'll make it happen for you. I continued to delight in the flavor of her treasure. Tell me, Gemma, I commanded. Ezekiel, I want to come. I want you. Gemma screamed as tears welled in her eyes. You sure you're ready for me, beautiful? I teased, as lustfully tantalizing expressions of torture and satisfaction laced her face. Say it. Tell me, baby. I shifted my fingers, allowing my ring finger to pierce her ass, while the pointer and middle fingers fondled against her G-spot, but I never relinquished her clit from my sweltering lips. She became unhinged, momentarily insane. Yes! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Zeke! Gemma reached a brutal climax, her maple juices glistening against my face. I couldn't get enough of her delightsome flavor, moaning as I licked my fingers clean again. Fucking insatiable, and my greedy ass still craved her. Her breathing was labored as she released the sexiest melodious moan. Her back arched from the mattress, still squirming from the aftershock. Jules, baby, you good? I questioned, kissing up her forearm, massaging her dewy skin as I rested next to her quivering body. Oh my God, she whispered repeatedly, fisting handfuls of her hair. I smiled, dick swollen as I admired her beautiful pleasure. She was about to bite her damn lip off. I'm good, she breathlessly chuckled, completely satiated. Do you want me to stop? I paused, cupping her chin, forcing her to look at me. Do you want me, Jules? She nodded. Yes or no, baby? I demanded. Yes,
Baby, he getting his
Gemma
consent.
whispered, running her fingers through my beard that was sheen by her wetness. She kissed me, licking her lips with a devilish grin as she tasted her personal essence on my lips. A slight curve graced the corner of my mouth as I muttered, "You're such a good fucking girl." I rose from the bed, removing my sweatpants as I grabbed a condom from the nightstand drawer. Gemma shyly, sneakingly surveyed me, eyeing my tattoo-covered chest and abdomen. Her eyes discreetly bulged as she watched me sheathe my dick with the latex. You like what you see, good doctor? I bantered. She nodded, cradling that bottom lip between her teeth. I kissed up the length of her sexy frame, disrupting her daydream. I enjoyed kissing the oddest places. The top of her foot, her calf, the scar on her right knee. I explored her flesh, blemished and unblemished. No area was neglected. Gemma was self-conscious about her scars, unconsciously pulling the covers to hide them. I softly kissed and licked against the curvy, plump scar under her right breast and the anchor sharp marring on her left. Gemma was perfectly imperfect and fucking beautiful to me. I didn't give a damn about those scars. She cradled the back of my head as her body began to meld into me, dismissing everything that attempted to cloud her judgment. My pursuit was steady and purposeful. The mushroomed head of my dick loitered at the edge of her pussy lips before I progressively, patiently occupied every square inch of her treasure. My hardness slothfully crept through the soft curves and plump ridges of her apex. I desperately wanted to devour her. The way her tight walls clenched my manhood, I kept my strokes unhurried, deliberate and methodical. I slid inside her dripping dams, resting a minute, allowing her jewel to adjust to my girth. Gemma was so snug and toasty. Shit. Now my ass was unhinged and insane. Fuck, this woman is going to be my undoing, my demise. Shit, Jules, you are so tight. My God, gorgeous. Feels so damn good. I groaned, still moving at a snail's pace, relishing in the warmth of her exhilarating core. I nestled in the creases of her neck, like a newborn baby. Ezekiel, what the fuck? Shit. Gemma incoherently covered her face with both hands, shaking her head as she mouthed, "Oh my God," then whimpered, "So good, so good, so fucking good." I covertly smiled against her neck. Gemma had a potty mouth, and that shit turned me on. It pleased me to render this highly educated wordsmith wordless. Then there were tears, but I couldn't discern if they were tears of pleasure or regret. I thumbed away the lone droplet, momentarily pausing my pursuit. I dreaded her response, but I had to inquire. "Why are you crying? Do you want me to stop?" No, please don't stop. I just... Her moan trailed into a whine when she cradled her face into the crook of my arm. Reluctantly, I slowly pulled my dick from the tranquility of her and nuzzled tightly against her dampened skin. "What, Jules?" I asked, slithering a finger under her chin, desperate for a shared gaze. I lifted my brows, further encouraging an answer. "I just didn't imagine it would be like this, that you would feel this good," she crooned, practically singing the words. She seductively brushed the curve of my face, journeying her fingertips down the length of my body. She whimpered, "I'm fine. I'm okay, Zeke. I promise." Grabbing my ass, Gemma guided my monstrous frame back to its previous position. Even with the unexpected intermission, my rigid dick stayed at attention. I didn't conceal my smile this time when the sound of her sweet melodic voice called me Zeke. Gemma's little hand manipulated my sensitive manhood, causing a guttural groan before she escorted my dick into the softest place. That shit was like a Venus flytrap. Her fat outer lips slowly encased me as I steadily slipped in and out. Then the kitty cat snapped shut, trapping my girth powerfully in her snare. "Shit, Dr. Holliday," I hissed. Gemma locked her legs at the ankles around my waist, rocking her hips to the soundless rhythm our bodies produced. Her upstroke greeted my downstroke as she caressed my neck, encouraging me closer, deeper. Picking up the pace, I adjusted one of her thighs over my shoulder, kissed her ankle, calf, then slithered my tongue between the bend in her knee. I desired to touch her everywhere as I salaciously pounded and thrusted against her treasure. Our moist bodies entangled in the most heavenly rapture. "See, she hummed, painfully yet pleasingly digging her nails into my flesh. "See, not Zeke? Shit, that made my dick twitch. She may as well have called that stupid nigga to say farewell because it was a wrap. Gemma wasn't going anywhere if I could help it. "Jules, baby, shit. Oh my God, you are delectable," I groaned, energetically bracing her cheeks between my fingertips, commanding her to look at me. Our eyes tarried in a wanton flutter as I heavily murmured, "That motherfucker is crazy to let go of this juicy, sweet, tight-ass pussy." That statement sparked something in Gemma. It was like she had some shit to prove. She lifted her other leg, practically forcing me to place both thighs on my shoulders. Grabbing the NYU t-shirt from the bed, she cloaked the fabric taut around my ass, welcoming my heftiness into the cavernous depths of her ocean. The rhythmic dance of her bodacious hips caused her puss to constringe and grip my dick tighter and tighter. Damn, baby. Don't stop that. Whatever the fuck it is, don't stop. I crooned. Like I said, I wasn't ever too proud to beg for some good shit. Gemma's body language let me know she was reaching her pinnacle as well. Lips trapped between her teeth and eyes rolled to the back of her head. She was coming hard and fast, and I was willingly following. Zeke, Jules, shit, Zeke, fuck, Jim, I'm coming. The orgasm violently ripped through us as we lusciously announced our synchronous pleasure, accompanied by a few other select curse words. Gemma dug her nails into the back of my bald head, bated breathing, the rise and fall of her chest steadily slowing. I briefly collapsed my 6-foot-plus frame against her thickly petite body, snuggled in her neck, but she didn't seem to care, tautly wrapping thick legs around, preventing my escape. Let me get up for a second, I said, planting tiny kisses on her dewy flesh. She released my neck, and I lifted from the bed to discard the condom. Running the hot water while using the bathroom, I washed my hands, then wet a towel until it was steaming. Shit. My damn legs were wobbly as I padded into the bedroom, collapsing next to her shimmery cinnamon skin. She appeared relaxed. Anxiety momentarily paused. I gently laid the hot towel against her skin. She jerked and moaned as I caressed and cleaned the evidence of our enrapture from her. Lost in the afterglow, I planted a soft kiss at the crown of her jewel before disappearing back into the bathroom. I admittingly ogled her, staring from the bathroom threshold. Gemma was so fucking pretty, especially when emblazoned by a streak of moonlight peeping through the blinds. She curled in the fetal position, completely naked and completely satisfied, momentarily dozing until the heat from my massive hands embraced her. Can I ask you a question? I asked, tone at a whisper. She sang. Why did you become a writer? Jules seems to have a different persona than Gemma. I stroked my fingers through her curls as she nestled into me so close I couldn't distinguish my inhale from her exhale. I was born Gemma Jules Warren. I am named after both of my grandmothers. My maternal grandmother was Gemma May, a school teacher, and my paternal grandma, Jules, or Juju as we called her, was a journalist, the first black woman to host her own radio show here in Monroe. I was close to them both, so I guess my professions are my way of continuing to honor them. She smiled, trailing her fingernail across the hairs on my chest. This shit felt real close, awfully familiar. That's beautiful, I uttered, getting lost in this proximity with her. Can I call you Juju? I chuckled, pinching the crown of her cheek as she laughed. No, sir.
Right.
Our banner lingered off into momentary silence until she breathily muttered, I like it when you call me Jules. I could feel the corners of her face lift into a smile against my skin as she snuggled deeper into my neck. I returned the sentiment because she found calmness, respite in me. Our closeness felt good, too damn good for her to be somebody's wife. My ass was in so much trouble. God damn it. Dr. Gemma motherfucking Holiday.
Gemma, he said he was leaving you. I'm not taking care of this baby by myself. I was roused, awakened by the echo of the most awful words spewing from a woman who's been sleeping with my husband for who knows how long. And she's pregnant with my husband's baby. I wiped my eyes because I had to be dreaming. Well, more like experiencing a terrifyingly heinous nightmare. My bedroom was dusky. The early morning sun was no match for the blackout curtains. Since when do I have blackout curtains? I mumbled, peering at the clock on the black nightstand. The blaring white numbers read 6:42 a.m. Wait a minute. This wasn't my clock, nor my nightstand. Maybe I'm still dreaming, I whimpered softly as I slightly shifted positions. Oh, shit. The ache between my thighs was very real, though, as were the muscular, fraternity hooks branded, dark chocolate arm that engulfed me. I was nowhere near my damn bedroom. Good morning, gorgeous. Are you okay? The raspy, sexy morning voice thundered against my ear. My eyes bulged, desperate and afraid to connect the face with the lustful timbre. My damn kitty was clearly familiar with the cocoa-colored stranger because she instantly soaked in response to the bass-filled tone. Yes, I'm good, I nervously responded, still facing the window, refusing to confront my reality. The lips attached to the voice kissed against my shoulder. I shuddered, quivering because the sinful recollection of those lips were downright delicious. Gemma, look at me, he demanded, cupping 2 fingers under my chin, encouraging me closer. I turned, gazing into the sexiest, most soothing anthracite eyes. You're not trying to run out on me, are you? He smiled. I promised I would take you wherever you needed to go today. I'm not running. I paused, admiring that damn Colgate smile. And besides, how are you going to take me home? What would I tell Quentin if I pulled up with you as my driver?
Really?
I smirked. You would tell Coach Holiday that you had a good time last night. That somebody took care of you like you deserve. Ezekiel's chiseled face was stern. No jokes. I glared at him. My honeyed orbs began to burn. I'm not sure why, but that statement catapulted through my core, brewing mixed emotions. Zeke was right. He did take care of me last night, making my body reach new plateaus that I'd never experienced. It had been a long time since I felt sexy, physically satisfied, desired. It had been months, at least 6, since me and Quentin had sex. My body no longer responded to him. As deliciously gorgeous as he was, my kitty felt absolutely nothing the times he attempted. So we just stopped trying. But what the hell was going on with Kitty and Dr. Ezekiel Green? She was purring, gnawing, crying to get another taste of him. My body screamed and shouted its acceptance, speaking loud and clear in response to Ezekiel's touch and countless inches last night. Do you need anything from the kitchen? He asked, slightly hovering over me. Shit, more vodka? A mimosa? I thought. Water, please, I croaked. He kissed against my forehead, then my shoulder and my knee before exiting the bed. I never knew how much I could enjoy a kiss on the knee. Zeke stood with all his manly glory on display. That man's dick was a timeless, precious artifact, sculpted by the hands of Michelangelo himself. Ezekiel being only the second dick I'd seen up close and personal. It was, in a word, magnificent. Long and thick like a king-size Snickers. I wanted to taste the sweet and salty monster.
Whoa.
But the head, shit. I'd never seen anything like that before. Not on Quentin. Not even on the nastiest, grimiest porn sites. As Zeke became more erect, the head joyfully blossomed like a blooming rose. It was magical, growing bigger and thicker right before my eyes last night. Zeke ambled across the room and out of the door, not bothering to cloak himself. And I wasn't mad. I took a moment to observe my surroundings since I didn't recall much of the space from last night. High vaulted ceilings, similar to the living room. Charcoal gray accent wall, partially covered by a contrasting light gray tufted headboard. He clearly loved to read because the office I passed last night was filled with boxes marked books. Similar boxes were stacked against the wall in his bedroom. A picture of a handsome young man with Ezekiel's hide and cocoa skin and a gorgeous young woman who stole her daddy's whole face was positioned on his nightstand. Araya and EJ. The gruff, bass-filled voice startled me from my reverie. Ezekiel Jr., he's 22, and driving me insane right along with my yaya. He chuckled. The sparkle in his eyes at the mention of his kids was cute and sexy. He sauntered towards me holding a tray while I was still perched on the bed. Ezekiel noticed my confusion as I furrowed at the tray. You didn't eat much last night. I figured you may be hungry. A toasted bagel, a wedge of cream cheese, strawberries, a banana, and grapes were arranged on a plate with a bottle of water on a wooden tray. Thank you. I blushed, wondering why he was so attentive. He did just knock every one of the cobwebs off of your kitty. Amused. Do you mind if I use your restroom? I dropped my forehead into the palm of my hand because that was the dumbest question. Of course, Gemma. He chuckled. Still naked, and still fine as fuck. I tightly clutched the blanket to cover my body. My modesty was a little delayed after he had already been inches deep in my softest place. Slowly sliding off the high-rise bed frame, my feet barely touched the ground. I spun around unhurriedly, continuing to wrap myself in the thick white blanket. He leaned against the headboard, laughing at my antics as he watched me tiptoe across the room with the blanket dragging behind me like the train of a wedding gown. Closing the door, I allowed the blanket to fall to the floor. Gazing into the massive mirror, I appeared different. Oh shit, I felt different. The scars didn't seem as ugly today, and I felt satisfied. Surprisingly, not an ounce of guilt invaded my psyche. I sat on the toilet, again digesting my surroundings. He had a beautiful home. I desperately wanted to take a swim in his bathtub, but that would just be too much. I was a bit too cozy in his house. You need to take your ass home. Or somewhere. I pondered. I grabbed the tissue to clean myself. My kitty was still just as juicy and sensitive as she was last night. I was shocked, unable to remember the last time my puss responded to Quentin in that way. At one point, I was beginning to think something was medically wrong with me. But clearly, Kitty just didn't like trifling-ass Quentin anymore. I exhaled, closing my eyes, reminiscing about last night. Jules. He was so sweet and insatiable when he called me Jules. The way Ezekiel licked against my clit, driving his thick tongue deeper into my saturated hole. My lord. But when he did that Edward Scissorhands thing with his thumb, massaging my swollen clit, fingers in my pussy and my ass, I think I coded for a second. Like straight up flatlined. I was about to die. This man was committing murder. My autopsy report would read, demise caused by intense, salacious intrusion by a massive dick. Dr. Green is a nasty motherfucker, and I think I like it. Shit. I'm in trouble. I mummified myself again, swaddled in the blanket as I ambled out of the bathroom. Ezekiel was focused on his phone before looking up at me with a suggestive smile. I reddened nervously, pinching my cheek, as he crooked his finger, requesting my presence near him.
Okay. Report 2.7 miles, 305 calories, and 60 minutes and 6 seconds. All right. Whew. Okay. And a damn good sweat. Boy, I am so sweaty. Well, thank you all so much again for tuning in. I hope that you were able to get a very good sweat. I hope that you enjoyed this story. Are you guys still there? Are you alive? Did the internet go out? Anywho, okay, so we will be meeting at 10 a.m. Eastern. Child, this book is Stevie. Okay, exactly. That's why I'm thinking, girl, yes, we're definitely starting a book club. It's going to be so fun. It's so many books that we can listen to. Okay. And we got to make it simple. Like, we'll probably do like I said, on here, we be listening for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, sometimes 50 minutes, sometimes. Right. But for the show purposes, we'll have to maybe see how much we'll listen. Maybe like 30 minutes. And then that way we have time to talk because everybody can hear each other. So, this one would be I think this is a really good book considering the situation, like they've been married all this time. And I'm sure plenty of people can speak to like, okay, the ups and the downs of your relationships, marriages. Okay, how long has it ever been? This will be a good question. In your marriage or relationship, how long have you went without having sex with your partner? I'll start it off by revealing my truth. So yes, it had been a good girl, like 2 years. I know, you just fell out the chair. Yes, 2 whole years that you see this person every day. I think it was longer than 2 years, really, to be honest. I think it was longer than that. Okay, but at least it was 2 years and nothing. So, yeah. So clearly I didn't give a fuck if you was fucking whoever. I did not care. I really didn't. Yes, look at Aaliyah. Yes. That's how if in the state of Virginia, just giving you some law, you're not allowed to get a divorce from someone if you all have had sex within a year. So let's say if you're filed for divorce and on day 250 of the year you have sex with them, it starts your year back over. But me, I was able to get a divorce in less than 90 days because it had already been way over 2 years. So it was not even, we were able to skip right over that process. So it is possible. Okay. So, yeah. So see, that's the thing now. I'm sure, it is what it is. Don't be judgeful. And I don't care anyway. That's just what my story is. So I think that would be a really, really good one. A really good topic to talk about. So we're going to work on it, building the group and, trying to see what we're going to do. But today at 10, we will start with, we'll start with the original topic, which is going to be the Valentine's Day thing. And then maybe from there, we'll segue into the conversation about the book. So if you come over there at 10, that's what we'll talk about. So that way, I think that would be that would be fun for people to be able to get into. And then the thing is, they will want to show up to hear the rest of the story, to kind of get what other people's outlook are, on the story and what their personal situation may have been to the story. Yeah. Because believe it or not, somebody right now, I'm sure, is waking up next to somebody who, you like, okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. So it'll be a good I got to steam on and think about when I go get in my shower, what is our book club going to be? I have to think about it. So, yes, I'm going to take my shower, hit this street in the rain. It's freaking raining so hard outside. Oh my God. Oh. And then, yeah, come back. So 10 o'clock, I will be on TikTok. Okay. Okay. And sorry, girl, that you're not going to be able to join us. Okay. Damn, so that means you won't be a part of the book group. I just thought about that. Okay, we got to figure it out. Maybe we should do the book. You know what? That may be something. Maybe the book club is going to have to be on YouTube. Because think about it. A lot of people don't have TikTok. So they would never be able to go on there and access it, where YouTube is accessible for everybody. So maybe I think, yes, I already make that decision. We'll do the book club on YouTube, but we got to be able to get to the point where I can do the lives. Girl, shut up. Okay. You're going to be thinking about that all day, girl. When you got to go, that little string you got to cut, then you're going to be like, oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, we'll do it on YouTube. That's smart. We'll do it on YouTube so that way everybody can join. And yeah, but I just got to get the followers, because on YouTube, you can go on YouTube and other people can talk. You can do that. I've seen it. So that's something that's the goal, is that we need other people to be able to chime in. That's all I'm trying to do. That's the only reason why I was saying I would go over there to TikTok any damn way. But we can leave it all over here on YouTube. I don't care. But I'm not where I need to be yet to be able to do that. Yes, but the comments are delayed. No, Pinky, what I'm saying is, on YouTube, you can go live and the people can talk. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand? So not typing, that's the whole thing. What we don't want. We want to be able to have a forum where people can actually talk and we can hear their voice. Okay? Yeah. And you can do that on YouTube. You can do it, because I've seen it before. So that's the goal. But I have to get to where I have to on YouTube in terms of having enough people, more than one person on the screen at the same time. Yes, on YouTube, they have it. But I just don't have enough followers. Like, you got to get enough followers and then you can access it, because I've been into somebody's YouTube before and they was doing like a class or something, but it was set up like a Zoom, but it's on YouTube. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, you can. We all got to get to the bottom of it. Okay. Look, wherever the hell we're going to be able to be all inclusive and everybody can talk and get their little word in is where we want to be. Okay. I will try to dig into how the hell was that set up like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is called. 6 more to go and you can. Okay. Well, let's work on it, girl. But I don't know if that's even going to give me access to do that. That's just going to give me access to being able to get on my damn phone, so I'm not on this laptop. I don't even know. I don't know. I never know. Okay. But I had to figure it out. So you guys have a wonderful one. For those who can come over to TikTok at 10 a.m., come over to TikTok at 10 a.m. Girl, maybe you could steal somebody's phone or somebody's account. Go ask your wife. Maybe she got TikTok on her iPad or something and you can borrow it. Okay. But you got to figure it out, sis. You got to figure it out so that we can get it together. But in the meantime, I'll be working on getting the information on what I need to do over here to get this right. Because I would hate for you not to be able to come, girl. But it's okay. At least, I'll be back here at 10 a.m. Oh my God, lying ass. See what I'm saying? I'll be back here at 6:20 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday. And then again at 7 p.m. over here on YouTube. So we'll listen to the story again in the morning and then again in the evening. Okay. So for now, we're safe over here with the story. So we haven't moved anything just yet. So you'll be able to, get all this, anything you need. Okay. On that note, peace. Okay. Have a good one. And I will see you all in a couple hours. Bye.